evidently someone who's been listening to me who can prove that Christmas is not in the Bible is in trouble with their significant other. So let me just say something real quick. You know, only in Christianity do we engage in this type of insanity, okay? Anywhere else, although no, I shouldn't say that, because we've seen insanity in our own country in different levels for different things, but this is what drives me crazy. People who argue about what's in or not in this book, I did it, okay? But it's so easy to settle the problem. Get yourself a concordance. That's the laziest way to do it, even though it's not lazy. And look down all the words that you think are in question. The one we're looking at, this person is talking about, is Christmas, which I have told you over and over again, you're not going to find it in the Bible. And this is the problem. This separates, I hate to do this, but it separates two types of people within the body of Christ. Those that will comb, be a Berean, study, look, research, and others who just are so lazy. Sorry. You could be like me and you start out hard-headed because religion and politics, we all think we know it all. Or you take a little humble pie and take a page out of my issues and start looking it up. It will solve the matter real quickly. And as for this person here, you know, I'm usually a person that says, work it out, okay? That's always been my mantra, work it out. But sometimes you can't work it out with people. Sometimes people become so, in religion, so dogmatic about what they believe is, or what they don't believe is in this book. So my attitude is, this is something that you ought to try to work out, and specifically maybe get a soundbite of this and give this to your significant other so you can just say, hey, look it up for yourself. If you can find it, do what I did. Drive yourself crazy looking for something that isn't there. And to the spouse, actually shame on you, okay? That's all I have to say. If people who call themselves Christians can't be mature enough to sit down with one another and discuss. You know how many marriages I've seen where, good Lord, one or the other knows everything, and they're going to lecture the other one on what they don't know or how you got it wrong. It takes maturity. This is why I love studying this book, because Paul gave a template. It is the template that should be the order of our lives. He talked about the order of husbands and wives and the relationship to Christ. There's an exception to that. If husband or wife doesn't know as much as the other, then I would say be very careful about when it comes to this book, what you're going to argue about. As you could sit down and talk it out and pray it through and work it out. If you're not possessed by a demonic spirit that has to be right about something that's not in this book. So for this person here from Gilman, Missouri, do yourself a favor, see if you can't sit down with your spouse to discuss Christmas. You know, some of us have some other issues, but I'm telling you something. You think maybe I'm joking about this. This can be the most divisive scenario that you'll ever face between two people. And before they even knew they were Christians, you know, we love each other, right? Until you find out that you believe this and I believe that, and here we go. We're going to just go at it. So there is a way to solve the problem. Look up the word Christmas, please. And then you might actually see that, yeah, maybe you ought to not be so hard on your spouse, and maybe you don't know everything.
This house, magnify the Lord, lift up holy hands, our hearts in one accord, worship and bow down before Him, exalt His name today. Come into this house.